Alright YouTube, what is up? We are back with another beautiful video. So we are going to be actually reacting to Cameron Haynes' video of ramping it up, his diet, and what he's got to say about alcohol. So stick around, guys. I think you're going to like the reaction we've got for you. Alright guys, so who is Cameron Haynes? We'll start with that first, is that he's like an ultra marathon runner, just super badass, been on Joe Rogan a bunch of times, pretty motivational dude, been through a lot of shit. He tries to run a marathon like every day. I mean, he's done some crazy stuff, really put on his mental toughness, and he's done some like 240-mile races through Arizona or Utah or something. On the Moab, I think.
It's kind of a David Goggins type feel.
Yeah, I just don't.
Mental grit.
I don't think he has the military background, but maybe he does. Anyway, so a lot of people like watching him. So let's see what he's got to say. React to it.
Sunday afternoon, and I'm running the mountain, and it's steep. We're gaining about 1,000 feet, and I run this every day. This is my third trip up today, so it'll be 9 miles, 3,000 feet.
This dude is running up a mountain of 1,000 feet right now. His third time today at 9 miles.
Yeah, and he's just running. I mean, he's literally just holding the camera and just talking to the camera and just running up this massive mountain. This is insane.
Wow.
Already. I love this guy.
Okay.
For one thing, check out this view. Can you beat that? So, we're getting close to the top. We're not there yet.
Cameron Haynes is also like one of the best and most well-known bow hunters in the world. The way this dude practices is methodical. He's just insane when it comes to bow hunting. So that's another thing that he is that I didn't know anything about other than his fitness background.
Yeah, if you Google his name, this big like hunting, bow whatever thing pops up. So yeah, that's pretty much what he's known for. And this is just like, oh yeah, and I run marathons every day.
The only thing we know about hunting is that Luke Bryan song where he fishes and hunts every day.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah,
I love him every day too.
Just walk. I don't care what you're doing. If it's walking, get out there for a half hour. Once you feel good doing that, maybe a couple weeks, depending on where you're starting at, then just kind of incorporate some running. So walk for 5, run for 5. Walk for 5, run for 5. And then slowly start filtering in more running.
Yeah, so Cameron is, Cam? Does he go by Cam or Cameron?
I don't know.
That says Cam.
Yeah,
I don't know if that means he has
Let's
a
go
Cameron.
Cam.
Let's go Cam. All right, so old Cammy Cam here is talking about ramping up intensity. This is what I do for a living. Like, physical therapists take your low level of intensity and tell you how to step up to that next step, how to go up and down with it. I love it. He's basically saying, if you're a fat slob, well, stop being a fat slob, get up, go for a walk if you can walk. If you can walk long enough, well, then maybe go for a short little jog and then go to your walk. To mix and match, to get the ability to run these massive mountains and things like that takes a long time.
Yes.
So clearly ramp it up slowly, but do something.
And you've got to start. The bottom line is he's like, you got to start. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. No one cares. You have to start. So get your ass up and go do something.
Motivation from Carty.
Your quads are engaged, your hamstrings, your calves, and engaging all those big muscle groups. Actually, for men, even kicks loose testosterone. That's why guys who lift weights and they squat, they get bigger arms, shoulders, chest, because it just kicks loose that testosterone naturally.
Yeah, he brings up a good point here, talking about testosterone release when you work in your big muscle groups. I think that's totally cool, and I believed that my whole life. I would love to see some like actual factual research on that, but like everyone that's ever done any lifting knows that like that's the case. Heavy squats or whatever, and then you go into your small muscle groups. You know, big upper muscles first or bigger muscles first. He loves sitting on that, so I think that's a very factual and good point.
Yeah, your compound lifts should be the star of your workout.
Totally.
In women, you know, just a great way to get metabolism ramped up. You know, you run the mountain, you're up here for an hour, you can burn calories, you know, for hours after that.
So Cam then gets into running and how it's going to burn more calories well after. Now, that's a little bit difficult. Yes, are you going to burn more calories after? Technically, but not because of that run. Once you're done, it's going to be based on activity afterwards, but he's saying because your metabolism's ramped up because of the better shape you're in, the more muscle mass you have, and the more movement you've applied to your body, now you're burning more calories as your BMR has went up, not because you're simply done running and you're still burning calories. That really doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
And that's really the best way to avoid injury. I see a lot of guys who start running the mountain, start off out of the gate too hard and get shin splints every time just because you do not use.
I'll be honest, watching this video, and I will say this video is from 8 years ago, but
It is.
It kind of reminds me of Blair Witch Project. Like, I kind of feel like I'm going to vomit all over this computer because him kind of doing this thing. So if you're going to watch this video, you need to be careful.
Doing, I don't know, just improving themselves, smiling, saying have a nice night, have a nice morning, whatever it is. You can't help but leave the mountain better than when you came. That's what it's all about for me.
I absolutely love this dude's message. He's saying it doesn't matter how shitty your day was, whatever excuses you got, how bad your kid failed it doesn't matter. Get outside, go do something, go to a gym, interact with people. Everybody's smiling and happy. It will make your day better. When you skip that workout, you don't get those endorphins released. You won't get that stimulus, and your day will be worse. I guarantee it.
Yeah, and to add to that, not many people know this, but some people do. But the coaches at OC3 have been their mind has been ingrained by Colin himself to make their hour that they coach the best hour of everyone in their class's day. And so, you know, just to get your 1 hour where someone will greet you and be happy with, you know, you being there or whatever else, it's exactly like like Cam's talking about here. You're running on a mountain. How could you be mad about that? You just got to be happy about it. So find something that makes your day better.
I'm not going to eat any sugar. So it'll be Diet Dr. Pepper, Coke Zero, something like that. But again, that's rare. You can't beat water for the most part.
First off, I just want to say about the whole no sugar and all that. It's not realistic. This is not a diet you're going to be able to follow. This dude, clearly his mental game is off the charts. It's David Goggins type of level.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, he could do it. No one else can do it. You can't do it. And yeah, you probably could do it for 70 days. You probably could do it for however long, but you're going to end up failing and going back to your old ways of eating. So again, drinking Diet Pop is fine. It's not that big of a deal. Carbs are not your enemy. This is 8 years ago. Carbs are great, and you need to eat more of them. Trust me, it's about calories in, calories out. If you're over your calories, you're getting fatter. I don't give a shit if it's carbs, fat, or protein. So the diet thing, it's not too good of advice.
Yeah,
if
it's
you want my
kind of old
opinion.
school. It's old school thinking.
is.
It really is. 8 years ago. I mean, there's a lot of change since then.
True.
No carbs after 2, 0. I learned this from my buddy Nick and Eric.
Who's Nick? Who's his buddy Nick? If I'm trying to cut body fat, no carbs after 2 is what he just said.
You know what that means?
What?
You're just eating less calories.
What? Yeah,
You're just eating less calories. That's
what
all
does the
it
carbs
is.
have to do with it?
You're just eating the carbs after 2 thing or the carbs after dark thing has been so dispelled.
Ain't true.
I mean, in every
Not
single
true.
thing possible. It's not a thing. So
Not true.
That advice, don't take it.
You know, vegetables, all that you want, just no carbs. And before 2, this is when I'm in the body fat cutting stage. I'll just have like a...
I totally agree with the vegetable comment and the meat comment. Why I'm so big on vegetables is it's more volume. You're adding more volume into your diet of restricted
Greg Doucette.
eating.
Volume eating.
I mean, volume eating, it's that simple.
100 grams of carbs a day. It's not very much.
Don't do that.
100 grams of carbs a day?
And he's running a marathon a day.
How's this man alive?
Yeah, don't do that. You don't need to do that in no way, shape, or form. This is a video is 8 years old, so maybe he's changed his ways by now, but that is not good information.
Wowzers.
But it works. Now with running, that's tough because carbs are fuel for the runner. But you can do it. Do I ever drink alcohol? And the question is nope.
Answer no.
I ask a lot of my body every single day, and alcohol is not going to help me do what I need to do. If I'm hunting, definitely trying to be the ultimate predator out there. Alcohol is not going to help that. If I'm running the mountain, lifting weights, shooting my bow, I just prioritize what I want, where I want to be, what I want to be. And so for me, I'm not judging anybody, but for me, no drinking.
So the whole alcohol thing for him, he obviously doesn't drink it, doesn't want to touch it. That's fine. He even says that it's for him. He doesn't judge people who does. He doesn't care about it. But obviously it works for him, and I'm just gonna keep drinking my alcohol.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm gonna keep up with the Coors Lights and the bourbon.
I am too, just because I like it. But teach their own there.
$4.30.
Overall, I like him. I think he's motivational. I think he
cool.
plays it straight. He's super fit, obviously. The nutrition advice, no, not something that I would listen to. But again, 8 years old, he could have completely changed all of his mindset from there. I just thought it was kind of a cool video.
I think the cool takeaway is, what are we saying right now, or believing right now, or doing right now that like 8 years from now we're gonna be like, we were freaking idiots.
Exactly
we were
right.
idiots.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Tons of stuff.
We drank that or did that or whatever. So I think
I ran up and down this mountain like this the whole time. Like, why did I do that?
Why did I have a gimbal
This
stabilizer?
dude's got almost 300,000 followers. Clearly, this guy is doing something right.
For sure, yeah. He's just staying into it too. So if you guys like anything we talked about today, you gotta like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not. Been looking at the analytics and haven't seen a lot of people watching our videos and not liking it or subscribing to it. So subscribe to the channel. We got lots of fun stuff to it. So hit the little things right there. All right, well, we are done for today. So we will see you guys on the next video.
Cam Haynes out here just killing people.
Two buddies, bodybuilders, masters at diet manipulation and how your body reacts. So no carbs after 2. You can have as much protein, salads, green salads, vegetables, all that you want.
Yeah.
Just no